Oh man,
That was something.
what a night! My
Was,
goodness.
his prophetic is
Oh, that's ridiculous.
his sight in the Bible is
Yeah, man.
something.
Yeah, man.
He's got some.
He's a prophet with a word and a revelation.
Yeah, he got some eyes in there.
Yeah, he got a revelation there. He can't just. He's not just seeing people. He's seeing the word. Man.
Yeah, man. Which I think is pretty important. You know?
Well, I remember a conversation I had with what's the lady's name? Preaches a lot of Old Testament.
Jackie McCullough.
Jackie McCullough.
Yeah.
Conversation with Jackie McCullough, and she said she was sick and tired of prophets with no word.
Yeah.
We had that conversation on the steps of the old church 20 years ago.
Okay.
Maybe more than that when Jackie came to do the convocation for us. And just amazing. Yeah, Sheila.
Yeah.
Some kind of different.
Yep.
Amen. He's I think as far as prophets are concerned, Daniel comes pretty regularly.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
we kind of.
Yeah. He's come next month for your anniversary.
Is he?
The 4th Sunday.
Okay.
In July.
Okay.
He's streaming in a message on the 4th Sunday.
He's going to stream in?
Yeah, he's going to stream in for our Sunday service.
Wow.
For our 8, 9, 10,
hey,
11,
Michelle.
12.
Yeah.
So it should be good. And he'll be able to see through the computer.
Yeah, he'll see worldwide.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Michelle.
Hey, Shell.
How's things going down there?
Just a dab.
They were nice, doctor.
Yeah, you had chills, huh?
Something else, man. Amazing.
Yeah. What's up, y'all? Yeah.
I told you he was unusual.
Yeah, and he was saying stuff. We knew that most of the people he prophesied to, and we knew he was on. But some of that stuff, when he started reaching back into mommy's, daddy's names, we didn't know that stuff, man. He reached back to 1918 or something like that. I don't even know my own family tree that far back.
But he's accurate, and he was talking to the right person because a man knew his ancestors.
Yeah, that's the insane part. Yeah, no gimmicks, no height. As Pastor Prescott said, no gimmicks.
Nah.
No height, just straight up. So he'll be with us on the 4th Sunday.
4th Sunday in July, right?
To celebrate your 30 years. 30 years, y'all.
Wow.
Y'all get ready. 30 years in July. We're going to do, we hijacking the month a little bit. Just a little bit from Bishop, just a tad. Okay. He's still doing the regular Sunday services and Wednesdays, but Sunday nights we're going to air some old anniversary messages.
Terry Hill, we're talking about Prophet Daniel Amotang from Ghana.
Yeah.
And London.
Yep. Yeah.
If you missed it, obviously you did.
Yeah.
The video is available to you after we go off the air tonight.
Yeah. It's up on our platforms. Yep. Yeah.
Hey, Corey.
Yep. So y'all get ready. July. 30 years, y'all.
Yeah, you're right. One of the most accurate prophets I've ever heard.
Yep.
Teach and preach. Yes, he can. That's why we bring him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, he probably did see the message. It was from 2018.
Yeah.
His first Power God, then he came last year.
Yeah. He'll be preaching and flowing prophetically in the last Sunday in July.
Yep. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Pastor Dean, how you doing?
Oh. Hey, Deb, I know he was born in London. Cool.
It was fresh tonight, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very fresh.
Yeah. I got a question for you here.
Okay. Oh my goodness. There's been so many times. I recall a prophet talking to me about the church early on and about some I've always been a businessman also, and about some business deals that I had been working on. And I think it was either the Universal Studio business deal or something to do with our entertainment company. And he spoke over that situation, and we had a tremendous breakthrough that year. But also, he prophesied to me personally during a very challenging period in my life. And he waited until we got in the back in the office just to talk to me. And he's very accurate. One of the key elements of prophecy is that most people just hear the prophetic and they don't act.
Mhm.
And then they believe that the prophet has not been accurate. But all he's doing is giving us instructions. And those instructions must be followed for the prophet's word to come to pass. You can only get the reward of a prophet's word if you obey the prophet's word or do what you have to do in the will of God to attain what he says. So if he says you're going to start a business, one's not going to drop in your lap. You have to do the work, and then the prophecy will be fulfilled. Some people want like a remote kind of thing. That's not how prophecy works.
Yeah.
The prophet comes to bring you instructions for the next dimension of your life.
Yeah. I remember, I don't know if you probably remember in the old church, that Caucasian guy, you were getting ready.
Oh, yeah.
Bishop was getting ready to preach. Open your Bibles. This man jumped up. Thus saith the Lord. And you knew it was real because you didn't rebuke him.
Yeah, I didn't rebuke him.
You let him do his thing.
He used to visit us occasionally
Okay.
at the old church.
Yeah.
Every now and then he'd show up, and every time when he showed up, he had a word for us.
Yo.
And it was always the progression of the ministry.
Yep.
And he was 100% accurate every time.
Man. And every time he was done publicly, the church went off.
Oh my God.
It was bedlam in
And
there.
I'm glad you remember that. That was we had a prophet that used to visit the church maybe 2-3 times a year,
Mm-hmm.
and he always had a word for us.
Yeah. And I don't even think he was a preacher. He would just sit in the audience.
Yeah, he would enjoy the service, enjoy the word, and at some point, boom.
Yeah.
And normally I would be like, hold it, bro.
Yep.
But there was something in the sound of his voice that made me just wait.
Yep. Yeah, that's the guy, Jack. Because he stepped out a little bit of the seat.
Yeah.
And Jack looked over. He was like, hold up, bro.
Security almost got him.
I was like,
Security almost got him. It was close.
yeah.
But we didn't do it.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, but he came.
Yeah, Michelle, you remember that?
Yeah, he came a couple times a year.
Yep.
Just visited and never said his name.
Because that time, I remember that time he prophesied. He left when he was done.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's going off. He walked right out. I guess what you're saying, God knows how to speak to you right when you need
There was something in his tone that made me wait. And he was because normally, somebody jump up, start yelling, start talking, you think they're out of order.
Yeah, absolutely.
But there was some kind of quality to, and then we would see him occasionally. And sometimes he would sit through service and not say a word.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he told you no need to preach. He told you God has something to say. And that's rare. That I think only happened publicly like that one time, right?
Yeah. And I think
To that degree.
I was getting ready to preach, right?
You were getting ready to preach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did disappear, didn't he?
Yeah, he was gone. So if someone who does not belong to your church prophesies, would you allow it?
It depends on how I'm being led by the Lord. The thing that I've learned is that most prophets that respect the protocol of a house and respect apostolic order will, make sure you know them, have confidence in them, and then ask you for permission to say something.
Yeah.
And he had asked me, like a year before that,
Mm-hmm.
Occasionally I have a word for the Lord,
Sure.
don't want to be out of order, bang, bang, bang.
Mm.
And so I think there has to be protocol. There is no, can't help it in the spirit.
Yeah.
And my job is to protect the house,
Mm-hmm.
Open them up to words that are true, protect them from words that are presumptive or actually not prophetic at all.
Yeah. Sister Barbara Fisher, what's up? What you doing up this late? How you doing? Man, she used to be our Sunday school teacher back in the old church.
Yeah.
Sister Fisher. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think that's the bishop you talked to yesterday. I think
Where?
right there. I think he's the one that called you. I think that might be him.
Maybe.
Thank you for the word yesterday, Bishop.
Oh, absolutely welcome.
Yeah. Yeah, the conference was good. Yeah, it was good overall. Couldn't leave y'all hanging this week. I don't think it would feel right.
And speaking of the prophetic, it's not a gift that I display publicly a lot. But I do display it privately because I believe if I can say it publicly to a person, I can say it privately to a person. And oftentimes, especially if it's sensitive, it does not need to be displayed in front of the people.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I like about Prophet Amote.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if he has, I've seen him talk to people who've come in the office to say hello to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he pull them aside.
Yep.
Because he is not one of those prophets that feels like he gets some kind of joy out of embarrassing somebody.
Yep.
Or some prophets like to display the negative in front of an audience.
Yeah.
I feel like if I can say something negative to you in front of an audience, I can say it to you private.
Yep.
You know, because I want you to survive the prophecy. Embarrassing someone is not part of the prophetic.
Yeah. We've seen that done.
Yeah.
This may be out of line, but I am convinced that some preachers and leaders that can only talk trash and embarrass people over a microphone can't fight in private.
Absolutely.
Because they wouldn't tell you that in
They're
private.
cowards.
The microphone gives them some power to say some unruly stuff. That, to me, a microphone is not an opportunity for you to get at people and hurt them. That ain't God.
Yeah, I know our conference coordinators are a little sad that we couldn't meet formally this year, but that's just going to get us ready for next year.
Yes, sir. Get ready for the work of next year.
Yeah, we I learned some things this year.
Yeah. 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 It was good.
You're welcome, Pastor Dean.
Yeah. So what was your thoughts on picking? We'll probably talk more about this in the recap on Monday.
Okay.
Your thoughts on picking this particular lineup out of all the people that have been here. What was your thoughts on that?
Well, I thought that Daniel would be the icing on the proverbial cake. I thought a prophetic night at the end would be appropriate for those who had been attending off and on all week. I felt like he would have a word that would bring everything to a point. And I believe he was. I watched it build from the subtleness, but the powerful nature of Cynthia James, up into the powerful display of Amote. And it was really, you know, we had all sermons that were prophetic in nature.
Yeah. Yep.
Then we had the faith guy last night. Then we had the prophetic guy.
Yep.
Tonight. And I think that flow is exactly what was needed, but also at the same time, it allowed us to take the people through a variety of gifts day and night, variety of styles day and night, and there was not one ineffective preacher in the group.
Yep. It all fit. This is an interesting question. So what if what they say isn't true? How do you handle that in front of people?
Well, I have talked to them afterwards, and I've talked to the individual afterwards, because we've had a couple people who, you know, some guys, everybody's going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
So, you know, and then it doesn't come true. But I find sometimes a person has that wealth prophecy over them, and they have not done anything. They've just waited for some kind of windfall to happen.
Sure. And
that's not how prophecy works. There is involvement by those who receive a word.
Right.
You know, when the Bible says, "Thy word have I hidden in my heart," and then the next part is the result of it, that I might not sin against it. Not that you can't, but that being guided by that word, I would choose not to be sinful.
Now, do you think that some prophets need to be more specific with instructions?
I think,
rather than just declaration.
I think that you can tell when someone's actually being prophetic,
right,
and when they are being very general to the point,
right,
that what they're saying you don't have to be a prophet to say.
Yeah.
Now this is just me. I don't think it's prophetic when the first thing you say out of your mouth is you've had some trouble.
Yeah.
Now, if you say you've had some trouble and this is the trouble you've had,
Right.
then you're moving into an accuracy or an error.
Yeah.
And that reveals whether you're really seeing what God is showing you, or whether you want to be a prophet or you are a prophet.
Yep.
I've watched some prophets who really struggle. I mean, just miss it.
Yeah.
And when the person says, no, that didn't happen to me, no, that didn't happen to me, then they go general, well, you've had some hurts in your life. That's everybody on the planet.
Right. Yeah, man. That's so true.
Thanks, Michelle. We try hard not to have anybody ineffective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I only invite my friends that can't preach.
And the good thing, the people you invite, even if they're not on their A game, their B game is better than
Yeah,
most
and
people's.
most people don't know they're on the B game.
Yeah.
But just about everybody that's ever come in here,
Mm-hmm.
with a few exceptions, because they underestimated the place,
Right.
has come in with both guns blazing and listening for the Lord for every syllable.
Yeah. You're right. He has restored a lot of people's faith in the prophetic.
Mm-hmm.
The prophetic was taking some L's for a couple years.
Oh yeah.
And yeah. And Bishop always preached prophetically.
Yeah. And I think I remember when we started moving in the miraculous, when our real altar ministry was established back in the old church.
Mm-hmm.
And I had one of the mothers of the church, Rich White's mom, come to me, and she told me point blank, I didn't believe in the miraculous.
Mm-hmm.
She said, but I trust you. I listened to the 4-week series.
Yeah.
And now I believe.
Yeah.
So sometimes the strength of a leader's relationship, the integrity that you present, the sincerity, the faith, the way the word manifests and lives being changed and all, can shift a person's faith in something they've struggled with for years.
Absolutely. And you're around that relationship. Stuff you'll say, I believe it a whole lot faster than somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
So I know friends who attend church where they prophesy. I have not attended a church that prophesies. I've been following you for about a month, so I need more understanding on this.
Okay.
On the prophetic. Oh,
yeah.
That's interesting.
It's cool. The number one way that God ministers prophetic to us is through preaching and teaching. Because if you understand the word itself is prophetic. So when you teach or preach prophetically, you're hearing a prophetic, for those of us that teach from a prophetic point of view. It does not always mean speaking forward, but sometimes it means speaking into.
Yeah.
So preaching today, I believe it should be about 80% prophetic at all times. I think that for a word, and this is how we managed to be accurate most of the time in the last 30 years. Every series that we have taught in 30 years has shown up in the lives of the people when we preach it and teach it. Yep. Every single series. Humorously, I remember the one I did on spiritual warfare.
Yep.
And people were walking up to me asking me, when are you going to finish this? Because all hell is broken loose.
Right. Like, please stop. We got it. We got the point.
But it was necessary for the saints' education to understand the battle that they're in, even if they don't believe it.
Right.
So that was very prophetic in nature. But you have to be around a pastor that you trust, that his word is coming from the throne.
Yeah.
Not a word that he or she has been inspired to preach while they're in the pulpit getting ready to preach or on the way to church.
Yeah.
Something that has been well prepared and prepared with love, inspired by the Holy Ghost for God's people.
Yeah. Shelley, that series on spiritual warfare was back in the 90s. That specific one.
That one.
But I know we got worship is worship.
Worship is warfare.
Yeah.
And I think Shift or Die was
warfare, yep.
That Shift or Die was
yeah.
Man, did we see a shakeout in here?
Yeah, who can tell that?
Woo!
Yeah. Shelley, go the bookstore. I'll put the email in the link in the comments. Worship is warfare and Shift or Die. You can email the bookstore and they'll get back to you. Yeah.
Sister LaWanda is very, very efficient. Yeah, we did that worship as warfare, and we lost some people during that time
Yeah.
and didn't really understand it at the time, but they were not ready to shift into what God had laid on our heart, the whole rebranding of the church, of the ministries, the shifting of leadership, promotions. They weren't ready for it, and they got offended by the change.
Mm-hmm. And it was dropping like hotcakes, man. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yes, people can cancel a word that has been spoken over their life. If you don't follow the instructions, you don't get the result of the instruction. It's pretty important. I've seen people wait for God to give them the whole miracle without any participation. You've never seen a miracle without participation. God does not work without our participation.
Yeah. I don't think you have a recent one on this one. Like a recent set one. We talk you talk about it.
The fruits of the Spirit, I think
I think this is,
that's an old series that
that's
we
a
did.
whole, yeah.
Yeah. But simply stated, fruit of the Spirit is the character of Jesus.
Yeah.
So if we're saved, we should be exhibiting the character of him. And those, 7 fruits are very specific natures or characters of Jesus Christ. And they ought to be exhibited by the people of God.
Yeah.
So when you see those are character traits, the fruit of the Spirit.
Oh, thank you, Brenda.
It's Brenda saying.
She prayed for both of us on these this morning.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. We appreciate it. Oh, no driving service tomorrow. It's supposed to rain.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to start raining around 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So we don't want to gotta protect our bishop's vocal cords if it's windy and rainy and stuff.
That's bad for the old man.
Yeah, man. Y'all gonna be in your cars. We're gonna be outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna postpone tomorrow. Spread the word. And that, yeah. All right.
Thanks for praying for us, Brenda.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hey, Kyle, how are you? I think it should always point us towards Christ, obedience to the word, a stronger relationship through revelation, and always a more consecrated walk. Yeah, I think it should.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about Prophet Amotai.
Yeah.
His prophecies are very purpose-oriented, destiny-oriented,
Mhm.
assignment-oriented.
Mhm.
It's a variety of stuff. It's
Mhm.
it's very Christ-centered.
Yeah, always. And he's got a powerful word, and it's revelatory.
Yeah.
So the prophetic is very evident in his preaching.
Yeah.
And his teaching. So
Yeah. And Kyle, you had another question from the when we were on earlier. I don't remember what it is. If you can post it in there. I remember you had one. I just don't remember what you said.
yeah, you're right, Reverend Prescott.
Yeah.
Shift or die separates the wheat from the tare. It sure did.
Ooh.
Man.
They was dropping like hotcakes.
But you know what's amazing?
Mm-hmm.
I started to hear from a few of those people,
Okay.
and they apologized.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I think sometimes we can become so comfortable with tradition
Yeah.
and with our position that when God begins to change, they reject the messenger and don't realize they're rejecting a shift that God has for them.
Yeah.
And then God does some incredible stuff by, we've had a characteristic that when people up and walk away, it's almost like they weren't here.
That is true. That's true. That is so true.
I remember I had to let go one of our ministers of music, and 2 pastors came the following Sunday to see how I was doing. And Pastor Henson was sitting right next to me. So he kept looking around. He said, I can't believe this. Didn't you let the minister of music go this week? I said, yeah. He said, I can't believe this. I said, what can't you believe? He said, would you please at least act like you miss me if they go, if I ever leave? I mean, God's work does not stop.
That's right. That's right. It keeps on going.
Talked to my friend in Florida.
Mhm.
You know, their worship leader left.
Mhm.
I said, how'd it go? He said, we never missed a beat the
Never
next
missed a
day.
beat. Yep.
He said, there's a short, heavy-set guy in the group.
Yep.
Stepped up.
And he can handle it too. No. And it's crazy how usually it's true for that. And I think it's true for us too.
Mhm.
The successor is like
Yeah,
in there, not
he's
even looking for the position,
Not even looking for it.
but being built up the whole entire time.
Mhm.
So when the person leaves, it just drops,
it just
and it
drops
just
in.
flows right into.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you believe that the prophetic word should be confirmation? You know, what Spirit told you, and the prophet confirmed the word.
I believe it depends on what it is. I think that if it's personal, and I say personal, I mean something only you know. Like, say for instance, someone says that the Lord told me you're going to be my spouse.
Mhm.
Okay, that should be a confirming word.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be news to you.
Right.
You know, there are some words that you come and you're guarding yourself so, and the prophet sees through the fence of your experience, and the confirmation is that the prophet is accurate.
Yeah.
Because Daniel goes way past names and phone numbers.
Yeah.
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 Because I don't know if you all saw or remember when he started prophesying to Mrs. Thompson.
That was crazy.
Her son's name, accurate. Football player, accurate. I think that wasn't the same night that he talked about.
No, that was the same. He said he's an angel in
that
heaven.
girlfriend, the angel in heaven.
The angel in heaven, Edward Thompson. Yep.
Yeah, Edward Thompson was his father, her husband, who had passed away.
Yep.
Not long before that. One of my sons in the ministry.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was another prophecy over them, over I think it was the son.
Yeah.
And he said he named a girl that was going to try to date him in school.
I think that was other year. Yeah.
Yeah, and he told him, don't do that, because she's really an assignment to cause you to be defeated in your career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Man,
Hey, I remember that one person. He said, "You're gonna meet up a person named so and so for
Yeah.
3 years."
Yeah.
And when you meet that person,
Yeah.
I'm like, golly.
And then I remember when he prophesied to Wayman.
Yeah. Oh, about the sister thing. Yeah.
Yeah, about the twin sister. He said, I see somebody, and he started naming his twin sister and where is she and blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Yeah, I think that emotional triggers that some people learn to use are usually void of a lot of accuracy. And I think because we generally have services that are emotional, I think accuracy is actually absolutely demanded so that the emotion is not being played on. I think a lot of times I've seen some people think that a lot of emoting is a religious spirit.
Yeah.
And sometimes it is, but it is not always a religious spirit. Some people are not comfortable with the overt expression of physical emotion or vocal. I remember when longtime friend Benny Hinn used to be uncomfortable or thought it was an intrusion when people would exclaim loud.
Yeah.
And we had to explain to him that now that he was preaching to a lot of black folks, he was going to hear some noise.
That's how they do.
Yeah. So he became more accepting of the cultural difference that he was having to deal with.
Yeah.
So emotion is not always, and my word of faith friends, they tend to be somewhat stoic. Of course, Bill is, Bill's not stoic at all, but some of them are very stoic.
Yeah.
And because they've been taught that anything more than that is not spiritual, not taking into consideration the context. But if you look at the nation of Israel, there were Levites and there were people from Judah who were more expressive than those from Israel.
Right.
Both of them were God's children.
Yep.
Okay.
the crazy thing is the ones that taught them to not be so emotional were emotional during their messages.
Absolutely. Wasn't that crazy?
But the who determines the what, as you say.
That's right.
We actually talked about this morning or yesterday. Reading the Bible on your phone versus actual pages, praying on your knees. The old school way versus
Yeah, I think it's still, there's still merit to that. You know, everything that's old is not bad just because it's old. I think, you know, I don't read my Bible online on my phone. I read my Bible in my hand. You know, and you know, he reads his Bible on his phone,
Yeah.
but I read mine in my hand.
Yeah,
You know, so and I'm just comfortable with the pages.
yeah,
And
I get
I teach
yeah.
from a page turner.
Yep.
You know, but do you teach from your phone?
Teen service I teach from
Okay.
electronics, but here,
Yeah,
it's
out here,
from
yeah.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, you bring your book.
Yeah.
Try to be saved.
Adults bring book out.
Yeah, you try to be saved.
So, did you say prophecy comes first, or is it the confirmation?
So it depends on the situation. For some things, it needs to be confirmation. For other things, it's I think there's a hint sometime or a feeling sometime that
Yeah.
a change is about to come that the prophet will confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know the specifics, but when they say it, it's like that's what
yes,
it is.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm old school too. But as it relates to prayer, I think some of our best prayers came from walking around. We weren't on our knees all the time.
Oh no.
Walking outside on the beach or somewhere.
And what in here?
In here, yeah.
Eyes open,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the folk, just talking to
Yeah.
God. Yeah, just we've kind of shattered the traditional mode for prayer.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and when we shattered it, the effectiveness of prayer went through the roof.
Yes, sir. God's more concerned about the posture of your heart during your
That's
prayer.
right. That's right. And we've taught it to our preachers and demonstrated it to our people.
Mm.
And some people, because it's not very traditional
Yep.
in the holler at God mode, actually didn't think it was a powerful prayer until they understood that the prayer is about the presence of God manifesting himself in the people of God.
Yeah,
And once you get that, it changes.
absolutely. And biblically, a lot of the prayers that the people prayed, they weren't on their knees. They were standing up
Mhm.
and looking up.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know whether you had to be on your knees.
Tradition.
The tradition, yeah.
Because I can't find hands folded in the Bible.
Yeah. I haven't found it either.
I haven't. That's Steve.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. Yeah, praying in your car.
And I'm not saying anything's wrong with the hand steeple, but I just haven't seen a biblical mandate for eyes closed,
Yeah.
hands
This-
folded. I haven't seen that.
Yeah.
Instruction. Now, if it's in there, fine. But
You couldn't pray without ceasing. You had to be on your knees all the time.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I can read a regular book.
Mhm.
I need the actual book to turn
Okay,
pages.
okay.
I mean, I can read it on it, but I get better. I don't
Mhm.
know what's about my Bible. I can read it on my phone. That's the only book I can really.
And I can look up scripture on my phone,
Okay.
but I can't read my Bible.
Okay.
I always take a Bible with me on the plane.
Okay.
Always.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Open it
Yeah.
up, put it on the tray table.
Mm.
Take some notes and stuff like that. I've written whole series on the plane ride.
Mm.
Mm,
You awake? Yeah.
Man, that thing just
Just starts clicking.
Yeah.
Ain't it wonderful when your brain starts relaxing when you're on a plane?
Mhm.
Just.
I've written book outlines, whole book outlines on the way back from an engagement.
Mm.
On my iPad.
Okay.
Just it starts coming and I don't have enough paper and don't have enough room. I'll just start typing. By the time we get ready to land, I've got a complete book outline, chapters and everything else.
That's crazy. Hey, Pastor. Love you too, man.
Pastor Dean, good to see you, man. You've been joining us most of the week. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope your people have enjoyed it too. Man, you remember when Prophet Emmett prophesied over him?
Had that joker crying all over.
Crying. I had to clean the carpet where he was snotting on the carpet. I had to get it clean. My goodness.
Yeah.
Prophet prophesied him down on his knees, man.
He read his business.
Oh my
so
God.
much. Who is so and so?
But you know what?
Yeah.
He even prophesied difficulty in such a tasteful way
Yes.
that it was not embarrassing. It was
Mhm.
not. He didn't put his business on
Nope.
on Front Street. It was just beautiful.
Yeah, it was nice. That was during Impact when he came Friday and Saturday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Take that life, I could not get over mine. Yeah. And he said he waited for him to come and get saved first. God told him to wait till he came.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Donna Miller.
What's up, 6ix9ine?
What's up? Yes, sir.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. Something more. Yeah. Y'all go back and watch all these messages. You're gonna need to watch them more than one time.
Yeah, they were all packed.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. And Cynthia James was a great starter.
Oh,
Great starter.
oh, I love her style.
Oh, now they clowning Dean in the comment section.
They clowning?
So yeah, carpet ministry.
I'm just laughing at you. I didn't say it, Pastor Dean. But it was so accurate.
Yeah, I think we're just keeping them up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they old messages. I mean, not old, but still crazy from 2, 3, 6 years ago, and they are still relevant.
All of them were relevant today.
They didn't feel dated.
No.
They could have preached them today.
The only reason you could tell that it wasn't today was because the crowd was in the room.
Right. Yep.
And the altar was different.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, we had our white altar and the flowers and stuff up.
Yeah.
And sometimes we bring that stuff back depending on what we're doing, like our ordination service.
Make it a little more high church.
Yeah, just bring it up a notch.
Yeah. Hey Debbie, okay, I don't remember that message at all. Fall Dean, I remember that.
Ooh,
that's your sister, Fall Dean. We missed that, man. We were in the back and
yeah, I hadn't come out yet.
They came back and told us about that.
Yeah, he had fallen, and he wasn't slain in the spirit either.
Nah. Your turn. That's your sister, man. She got you. Yeah, it was Are we having service 4th of July weekend? We always have service on Sunday.
Yeah, we always have service.
4th of July is on a Saturday.
Yeah, so we would have service on here.
We got Sunday.
We'll probably have one that day.
We're gonna be online anyway, right?
Oh yeah, July.
We do our regular 4. So
yeah.
We'll
We'll do all the work, and you all sit in your living rooms.
Yeah. Yeah. We hope you guys have enjoyed this whole week. It was
it was a blessing.
Good week.
Of course, Sunday we'll be back on. We're not having service tomorrow because we're expecting storms, and the crew and the band and all that can't sit outside in the rain.
Yeah.
And also the electronics if there's any lightning going on. And then Sunday though we'll have our full plate.
Yep.
All our services, 8, 9, 10 discussion, 11, 12 worship, tributes to fathers all day long.
Yeah.
6 o'clock symposium on spiritual fathers and spiritual sons with some pastors from around the nation and their executive pastors.
Yeah.
That's going to be a great conversation you don't want to miss.
Yep.
Ava, you coming to Jersey? How's everybody at the house? Tell them I said hello.
Oh, and on point tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Can we get a bounce night for POG?
What's a bounce night?
I don't know. What's a bounce night?
Yeah. So on point tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll be on the radio tomorrow
Tomorrow.
morning, 9 o'clock. What's the channel? What's the station we're on? Oh, we're on the internet. We're off the radio.
Yeah.
Okay. Smart.
I can tell we need some sleep.
smart device at David G. Evans 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus. I was actually thinking about a bonus. See if we can put up a bonus service tomorrow night.
Okay.
I don't just know if they have time to edit it.
What were you thinking?
In time. The one where Jakes came a couple years ago. He did In the Presence of Beasts or one of the.
I thought you were gonna say that for the anniversary.
He came for the anniversary too.
Okay.
Or the Carpenter one that he did that Kingdom one.
Oh man, that was crazy.
Oh my God, that was crazy. I'm sure our team that has been uploading and editing all week long, they said they've been up till 1, 2 o'clock at night, making sure everything was right.
Mm-hmm.
They might need a little rest. Yeah.
Hey, Pastor Van, I'll call you back. I'm online right now. All right.
4th, the 3rd. Oh, you want to know if we have driving service on 4th of July?
Oh, that's Saturday.
That Saturday. Oh, look, I ain't gonna be out nobody barbecue with this coronavirus going on.
No. We probably will.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
12 o'clock in the day, you got plenty of time to go home and act like you're having a picnic
Yeah.
when you're not really going to have one.
Right. Look at Prescott. Yes, they need a break. You know, she included herself because she was watching them videos too. I ain't mad at you.
But you're supposed to watch them.
You're supposed to.
She had to work all day. All she had to do earn her wages is watch a video.
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was going to turn around like that.
Too good to him. No, it's too good to him. Yeah, we bless God for our team. Most of them have been with us an average of 25 years.
Yeah.
That's right. You heard it. Most of them, our core team has been with us an average of 25 years. Our band leader has been with us 29 years. Some of our musicians, 29, 30 years. Of course, we got them when they were young men, 18 and 19 years old, 30, 25. But our core team has been with us at least 25 years.
Yeah.
That's our secretary, my secretary, church secretary, clerks,
Yeah.
Pastor Nick, Reverend Prescott, Christine Nelson.
Yeah. 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 Thank the social media team. Maya, all them, the media that helped put all this stuff together, Prescott, Gaines,
Sister
Callie,
Gaines,
all them. Thank y'all.
Yeah, all those people have been around. Maya's the newest person on the team.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so
I didn't see the comments during the service tonight.
they were there. They were not.
Yeah, I didn't get them. They didn't
Oh.
come up at all.
Oh,
Plain.
sorry.
No.
I could have came in there. Okay.
No,
It's not.
I figured, what the heck?
Yeah. Cool. How long do you want to go? It's like you've been on for
What time?
42 minutes.
We've been on for 42 minutes?
Yeah, it went by quick.
Man, I didn't realize we've been on it. But Lord, we getting ready to let y'all go.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we had this time together. Praise the Lord and sing a song.
Oh, you're not going.
Time for us to say so long. North Carolina. Sarah Blue. I know a Bishop Blue down there. Or is it South? It's South Carolina, near Richland. Yeah. Barry Sharper, good to see you, man. You ready to rock and roll, Pastor Nick?
Yep, I'm ready. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock, we'll be back.
On the radio, on
radio,
point,
on point.
at David G. Evans 1,
Yep.
9 a.m. to 10 a.m., #1 Saturday morning Christian-based talk show in America.
Right. Yeah.
A lot to talk about.
We both deserve a vacation. We both know that, but we got
Mhm.
work to do.
Yeah, you got work.
Families to take care of, Miss Sister Smith.
Isley Brothers song, got work to do.
Yeah, Sister Smith, families to take care of. Them 2 kids. Take care of them. They always eating.
All the time. Feet growing too.
Man, we had to buy all this new clothes for them for the
I
summer.
understand.
Man,
You feeding them, they're going to grow.
don't get me in here. I'll see y'all later. Bye.